Hi, my name's Pam, and I have recently been laid off, and I've been in the workforce for quite a while, and I thought that it would be a great opportunity to share my journey in what I'm calling my next adventure. So, the first step is to relax, take deep breaths, chill. You still have your family, you have the environment, your surroundings. It's okay. The world isn't ending because you no longer have your job. Second thing is to really stop those negative thoughts. They will start the minute that you are unemployed. However, you really need to look at the past, the good work that you've done, the lessons you've learned, and partnerships you've gained over the years. Then you want to be able to remove yourself from your environment, create a new experience for yourself. Take a new trip, be it big or small, and then everybody has, large bank accounts. Take those footsteps, whether it's, a new road to an area of your city or state, a new bicycle path, or, maybe a trip out into the woods that will just create a new environment and a new experience for you. And once you've done that, now it's time for you to get to business. Sit down and get your homework started. Take this as an opportunity to do a full retrospective of your strengths and your weaknesses. You really want to look at the best things that have happened in your career and what were those things that were best? Why were they best? And also the worst things that happened in your career and why was that so? And were you able to learn from those and what were those lessons that you learned? Identify your skills, not just, all these PowerPoint or programming languages or different tools, but also the soft skills. Are you good with customer service? Do people tend to work with you in a manner that's different than other people? Are you empathetic with people? Where are you most productive? What's that environment look like? Is it a close-knit environment? Is it a large company? Is it a small company? Do you think of yourself as your own mini CEO? Is it time to start looking at doing a startup? Those are the things that are really, really important. Also, look at what your passions are. What are you passionate about? What your passions are really going to help you through those bad days or those challenging days as you move forward. And maybe it's also time to relook at those passions that maybe have been overlooked because of the busyness of your schedule over the years. What are your interests? What are those interests that you currently are engaged with? And also, what are those interests that you have wanted to sort of pursue, but you haven't made the time or had the time to do that? And lastly, what kind of lifestyle do you want to have? Where are you in your age, your career? What kind of lifestyle do you want to have? I'm not talking about the rich and famous. Really, what I'm talking about is it a schedule that it's time to alter? Maybe you were working first shift, you want to work second shift or third shift, if you're talking like in the healthcare, the medical field, or nursing and things like that. Or are you looking to have a different kind of a lifestyle? Maybe you have children and they're still at school and you want to be off when they're off. So just kind of take those into consideration. I think one of the most challenging things in this process is really identifying what your what is and your why. And your what and why are yours individually. And it's something you want to take time because that what and why are things you're going to have front and center as you're looking and determining what your next role is going to be in your career path. And you want to synthesize that into no more than 5 bullets. And those 5 bullets are in an area that are visible to you. I have a whiteboard right next to me, and on that I have mine happen to be 3 bullets of what my what and why are. And I look at these daily and making sure that these still are my what and why because I want to be true to where I'm going and what I want to do. And that is just sort of a daily affirmation, if you will. Also, you want to be able to look at where you started and where you're going. You might be midway in your career, and this is also a time to make a pivot or a change. So, what's your long-term strategy? Maybe you're at a point where you want to, your future is to be a CTO or CEO or VP or whatever it is, and you're at a mid-level or an entry-level area. What is that next step? How do you get to that? And what are the best chances for you to do that? So you're really looking at your short-term goals as well as your long-term goals. And what's really important is just create a new daily routine. We find yourselves, we surround our entire routine is around our work schedule. And that includes everything that we want to do is around our work schedule. So while you don't have a job, you still have a daily routine. You need to create a daily calendar. And on that daily calendar, now you have time to put those things in that you sort of didn't make time or have time to do that. Maybe it's you have time to start, really reaffirming that exercise schedule. Maybe you had one, but it sort of, came and went, but depending on the day of the week or the time of day that was at. Or maybe you want to start an exercise schedule. Whatever it is, put that in your calendar. And you want to put it in a place that is something you can carry you through once you are employed. So you're starting sort of a new set of habits for you that are healthy and also help you through figuring out, getting to your goals that you're trying to attain. Also, it's time to tackle those things on your to-do list, whatever it is, those to-do lists items. It could be something administrative, something to do with finance or banking, or something medically that you need to take care of. Take the time to do that. Put it on the list. Make sure you have a date and you put it down so you can mark it as done. It feels really good when you do that. Use the time to learn new things, not just all work related, but something else. Maybe you want to learn a new language. Maybe you want to pick up a musical instrument. Maybe you want to read something that is really challenging and difficult, and now you have the time to sort of take those pieces during the day, during the week to take care of that. Also, don't forget to have fun. It is, it is a time for you to, that's a way for you to explore, those new experiences and learning, having fun can be incorporated into that. Not everything has to be business oriented. Mentor friend. I think that's a good one, where reach out to someone that maybe is in the same field or looking to be in the field that you've been in for a period of time, and work with them on a project. And that helps you, makes you feel viable, and also you start learning things that also may be able to help you with your next role, your next career path that you're working towards. And reach out and help others. And that just means, you see a neighbor in need, maybe shovel a sidewalk or blow their leaves or something like that. It is all those things that we mean to do, or we want to be able to do, but we're too busy to do it. Now you have the time to do that, as well as take care of ourselves. Now, the actual adventure hunting is different for everybody. The first thing is you network. That networking can take on attending a conference, whether virtual or in person, within your industry, so you can hear the current trends. With COVID and lockdown, a lot of things have been trying to understand online, and that gets kind of difficult. It's also a great way to network. Reach out to colleagues, friends, industry peers, and do it targetedly. I would think, depending on your industry, and I know myself personally, I haven't reached out to all colleagues that I know. I've been tactical in my approach based on the company they're at and the types of roles that are available. As you're going through your job search, really important to track your applications. I know I have many applications out there, and in that I identify the date that I applied, the role, the company, the link that tells me the job description, and then a status, anybody I've talked to, any meetings I set up, and any homework that I had to do to get ready for those sessions. And then again, make sure that you're re-looking at your goals, so that as you're applying and researching those companies and figure out what you want to do, that you're also reaffirming that what they're asking for and what you're applying for are still within that time frame. That also may be a pivot for you to determine, maybe you're going to go into a startup, maybe you're going to change industries altogether, because that sort of seems to fit with the things that are changing based on the current times and trends. So it's really important. This is not the time to stay in bed all day. That's one of the first things I said, those negative thoughts. I think, all of us will have ebb and flows throughout the day. You're really positive. You had a great conversation, or you found a great job and you're working hard to present some materials to them. And, maybe it didn't go your way, or maybe the salary or something, they wanted you to relocate that really wasn't fitting in with your desires. It's not a reason to stay in bed all day. This really is a great opportunity to look at where you want to go in life. And you spend a lot of your time at work, and it really is an opportunity to look at all the things that you've done, all the skills that you had, to figure out what's going to carry you through to the next phase of your career. And so I hope that this is helpful. I'll continue to share updates on my journey. I welcome comments and any other ideas that people have, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much.